in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey! High 7.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman.
In the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Check.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their...
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, alert! 80 weapon. Hey, Alpha.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on it. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Here we go. Check 43.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Ready. 56, right there. 58. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. 56 to Mike.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nice little juke. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 99. Check 49. Check 11. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Nifty move. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ryan now to throw on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He sets to fire deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, blue 80, like 25. 54. We own 54, South.
On first down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Pettis. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Garoppolo now. 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54, right there, 54.
Now Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
22. 54.
To throw again. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big run.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here.
Alert!
Switch gears.
22 jet bomber.
Tighten up.
Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, express!
56.
Now it's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check nickel.
51, Tom!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Lock! Hey, Zeus! 21.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare effort.
21, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Santos has got it complete. And he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
21!
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Watch the slap, watch this. Hey, Charlie!
Now it's Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Third and long. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out. And
forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida his 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Matt
Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Gets it off to Freeman. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Got it.
Here's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
51,
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 49.
White. Go. He finds the mark. Cover. Hey, Shanahan.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, That was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream.
Yeah,
maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.